Honey, golden and glorious, made by the adorable, humble honeybee.
Deliciously devoured by bears and people. Billy Bee's queen bee and mother bear of marketing, Dina Clark, knows what makes this ancient food new again.
Honey is really on trend now because as consumers are looking to incorporate healthy alternatives into their diet, it's a great substitute for sugar.
But there is no substitute for the hard work that goes into it at Billy Bee's Busy Hive, a 25,000 square foot factory in London, Ontario.
Raw honey arrives in barrels that are color-coded by the beekeepers who supplied it. Most of it comes here in late summer.
We support the local beekeepers who are really an important source for us to get our good quality honey.
And that quality honey gets a warm welcome upon arrival, as the barrels are kept in a warming room for 3 to 6 days to make sure all of the raw honey pours out of the barrel.
When ready, the barrels go to busy worker bee Nick, who likes to bee one thing around all that warmth.
Be cool.
But Nick then turns up the heat.
This is the melt room. And this is where the raw honey gets dumped into the melt tank.
Raw honey is unfiltered honey straight from the hives. It often turns this beige color just days after extraction.
And you know what? It takes over 240,000 bees to make just 1 barrel of this raw honey.
The melt tank warms up the raw honey to 85 degrees, which helps the honey flow like water through pipes, which send it into the processing plant.
And watching over them is engineering manager Jonathan, who hovers over honey like a real bee. As chief engineer, Jonathan takes his job seriously.
What do you call a bee that eats too much? A chubby.
But I'm bee.
But I'm bear, more like it.
What kind of brush do you use to comb a bee's hair? A honeycomb.
But I'm bear.
bee. Okay, here we go. The eternal question in the honey world, do you relate honey to bees or the bear?
Some people prefer the bear, and some people prefer the bee.
Yeah, well, me, I'm with the Russians. Their word for bear is medved. Med means honey, and ved means leading to. The animal that leads to honey. Get it?
The bears just eat it. I'm with those who make it. Jonathan, what do you think, bee or bear?
I'm leaning towards the bee for sure.
You know, I'm thinking this dispute is heating up like the now hot honey which travels by pipe to the filter where worker bee tin awaits.
They are fortune of this filter in this tank.
These filters remove very fine particles that do not belong in the final product.
I wish they filtered out your bad puns.
The hot honey is sent to the cooling side of a heat exchanger.
Here it cools to 55 degrees Celsius, which will still allow it to flow.
Various grades of honey are mixed together for the proper color standard, and then it's off to be bottled.
And here we must answer, to be or not to be?
We have a highly engaged fan base, so we did a post to say, who do you like, the bee or the bear? It really is split down the middle.
Billy Bee loves to animate their packaging, so let's take a look at how the latest Billy Bee bottle brings Billy to life.
Once the empty plastic bottles are placed in a tumbler and made to stand straight, they buzz right over to get their little jacket fitted.
Beautiful. And look, Billy the Bee has arms now. That's new.
Yeah, Billy the Bee will hug you back when you squeeze the bottle.
We really recognize the importance of Billy Bee as a brand character, and that's why we developed the Billy Bee bottle to really bring that icon to life.
If you prefer bears, don't worry. The bear-shaped bottle is still made.
The honey is poured into the bee bottles and sent down the line.
Hey, what's that doing there?
Like I said, the bear follows the honey, eh?
Well, this swarm will have none of that.
Oh, look! Busy bees!
The bottles are capped, sealed, and sent to the boxing bees.
Have you ever noticed Billy Bee doesn't have any arms? Huh.
Well, he has arms now and wings, which these bottles will don and fly across the country to grocery stores across the land.
What kind of bee can't be understood? A mumblebee.
Oh, yeah? What does Winnie the Pooh Bear call his girlfriend? Honey.
That's what I call you.
Aw.
Bee or bear, it's what's inside the bottle that counts.